باکو لیے چلیں گے براہ راست، جہاں پر COP 29 کا سربراہی اجلاس اس وقت شروع ہو چکا ہے۔ کلائمیٹ ایکشن کے لیے سربراہی اجلاس یہ منعقد کیا گیا ہے اور وزیر اعظم شہباز شریف بھی اس اجلاس میں موجود ہیں اور وہ خطاب بھی کریں گے۔ وزیر اعظم شہباز شریف آج اس COP 29 سربراہی اجلاس سے خطاب کریں گے اور اس خطاب کے اندر معاشی مشکلات اور ماحولیاتی معاشی وعدوں کی تکمیل کا معاملہ بھی اٹھایا جائے گا، اور وزیر اعظم نے کہا تھا کہ ترقی پذیر ممالک کو چیلنج سے نمٹنے کے لیے 2030 تک بھاری فنڈز درکار ہیں۔
يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطيع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to congratulate my very dear brother, President Ilham Aliyev, for organizing a wonderful event to understand the calamities which unfortunately some of the countries have already faced, and some will if we do not act to counter those measures which are so important at this point in time, to have conducive environment so that a country like Pakistan, which faced one of the most devastating, which left millions of people homeless. They were spending days and nights under open skies. Millions of acres of land in Pakistan submerged, and standing crops were completely destroyed. Millions of houses were absolutely submerged, and almost 1,700 people died. And of course, the loss to our economy was about $30 million. That was the cruel intensity of those floods. And this must be kept in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that Pakistan is one of those countries which hardly contribute 0.5% of emissions, global emissions. And yet we are vulnerable and in the list of those 10 countries which can, God forbid, face this kind of devastation again. My memories are still fresh. I was meeting people in Balochistan who were affected by these floods. A boy by the name of Ikramullah had lost everything. His entire village was erased from the face of the earth. His home was completely demolished, and his school was also submerged. And we had arranged his education to another part of Pakistan, and this boy is becoming a very productive hand of Pakistan, but not for all those who had suffered this calamity in Pakistan and other parts of the world. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is this opportunity that COP29 should understand, make this understanding loud and clear, that we will have to fulfill those financial pledges committed in COP27, COP28, and yet I think those huge financial commitments have to be materialized. Ladies and gentlemen, we would also like to raise this point that 10 years ago in Paris, we had failed to stop the rise in emissions and catastrophic global warming. And those pledges in Paris 10 years ago, which were made, have yet to see the light of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, as the -1 emitters, we should not brave the impact of emissions realized by others without even the tools to finance resilience. Without climate justice, there can be no real resilience. And I wouldn't want other countries to face the plight Pakistan faced back in 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan is a resilient, hard-working, and responsible nation, and we are fully committed to being part of the global climate solutions. My government has taken concrete actions to deliver on its commitment of producing 60% of all energy from clean sources and shifting 30% of our vehicles to EVs by the end of this decade. At the same time, Pakistan is going to go through a renewable energy revolution. Last year, Pakistan presented a comprehensive national adaptation plan. And this year, we have developed our national carbon market framework. But we cannot do it alone. Pakistan needs international support to deliver on its climate ambitions. Ladies and gentlemen, the hammer is on. I'd not like to take more time, but let me say, developing countries will need an estimated $6.8 trillion by 2030 to implement less than half their current NDCs. The same goes for adaptation and loss and damage. And in COP27, Pakistan led this phenomenon by our very able team, led by Madam Shari Rahman. We believe that under Azerbaijan's able leadership, COP29 can transform into a finance COP, restoring confidence in the pledging process and scaling up climate finance. I strongly feel that climate finance must be grant-based and not add to the debt burden of vulnerable developing countries. Finally, Excellencies, 2 years ago, I warned, and I warned at the top of my voice, that the future would never forgive our inaction. Today, I echo the same
COP29 क्लाइमेट एक्शन सरबराही इजलास इस वक्त जारी है। वज़ीर आज़म शहबाज शरीफ इजलास से खिताब कर रहे हैं। उन्होंने कहा कि अक्सर ममालिक को मौसमियाती तब्दीली के नुकसानात का सामना है, बर वक्त इकदाम ना किए तो आने वाले वक्त में मज़ीद नुकसान होगा। उन्होंने मज़ीद कहा कि पाकिस्तान को 2022 में तबाहकुन सैलाब का सामना करना पड़ा। सैलाब से पाकिस्तान को $30 अरब से ज़ायद का नुकसान हुआ।
At the top of my voice, that the future would never forgive our inaction. Today, the same warning with greater urgency and fullest energy at my command. Ladies and gentlemen, we know the causes. We know the solutions. Now, we must find the courage to act and act swiftly. I thank you.
Thank you.
बाकू में COP29 क्लाइमेट एक्शन सरबराही इजलास जारी है। वज़ीर आज़म शहबाज शरीफ इजलास से खिताब कर रहे थे। वज़ीर आज़म का कुरानी आयात से खिताब का आगाज़ किया गया। उन्होंने कहा कि अक्सर ममालिक को मौसमियाती तब्दीली के नुकसानात का सामना है, पर वक्त इकदाम ना किए तो आने वाले वक्त में मज़ीद नुकसान होगा। पाकिस्तान को 2022 में तबाहकुन सैलाब का सामना करना पड़ा। सैलाब से पाकिस्तान को $30 अरब से ज़ायद का नुकसान हुआ। जानी नुकसान के साथ हज़ारों एकड़ पर खड़ी फसलें तबाह हुई। सैलाब के बायस हज़ारों अफराद बेघर हुए। सैलाब के बायस स्कूलों की इमारतें गिर गईं। दुनिया ने पाकिस्तान से इमदाद के वादे भी किए। पाकिस्तान मौसमियाती तब्दीली से निपटने के लिए भरपूर काम कर रहा है। آپ کو بتائیں کہ وزیر اعظم شہباز شریف تقریب سے خطاب کر رہے تھے. انہوں نے کہا کہ پاکستان موسمیاتی تبدیلی سے نمٹنے کے لیے بھرپور کام کر رہا ہے. دنیا نے پاکستان میں امداد کے وعدے بھی کیے، جبکہ سیلاب کے باعث اسکولوں کی عمارتیں گریں. جانی نقصان کے ساتھ ہزاروں ایکڑ پر کھڑی فصلیں بھی تباہ ہوئیں. سیلاب کے باعث ہزاروں افراد بے گھر ہوئے ہیں. انہوں نے ساتھ یہ بھی کہا کہ سیلاب سے پاکستان کو 30 ارب ڈالر سے زائد کا نقصان بھی اٹھانا پڑا. اب شامل کریں گے آج ہیڈ لائنز.